Lisa has long-standing family ties to Notre Dame Academy. Her mother, Nancy Doyle Graham, is a graduate of the class of 1968 and is a past Notre Dame Academy board member. Her two sisters are also NDA graduates, Susan Graham Bairstow, class of 1991, and Amy Graham Delaney, class of 1988. She has cousins, Samantha Doyle and Jenna Doyle, both class of 2014, and Sarah Doyle, class of 2007, are also NDA alumni. As Chief Administrative Officer at Turner Construction, Lisa oversees the company's global functional and support services, ensuring operational efficiency, strategic alignment, and continuous innovation and improvement. With over 30 years of experience in the construction field, she credits NDA with giving her a firm foundation as a leader. According to Lisa, an all-girls education was a great experience for me. I was able to confidently voice my opinion, work with incredible girls, and do all of this within a supportive environment. I know I speak for everyone at NDA when I say we are thrilled to have Lisa with us today as an alumna, friend of the school, and our commencement speaker. Please join me in welcoming Lisa Ballantyne to address the class of 2025.
Good afternoon, graduates of the class of 2025. You have no idea how amazing it is to see your beautiful faces, 81 strong, all dressed in the same white to show your solidarity and community, yet clearly each with individuality of mind, hearts, and spirit. As I look out, I think everyone would agree here, our future is in great hands. I would like to thank President Anne-Marie Lynch-Keneally, Principal Mary O'Brien Merrigan, PhD, my fellow classmate, Vice President Amanda Condon Adamson, the board, faculty, staff, parents, grandparents, alumni, esteemed guests, and friends for inviting me to speak and address these graduates, and our newest NDA alumni. Welcome to the incredible club. It's humbling to be invited back to my alma mater, this time dressed in blue or black, when it feels like just yesterday and not 32 years ago, I was sitting next to my own classmates wearing a white dress not quite different than what you are wearing today. Since President Keneally asked me if I'd be open to addressing this group, I've reflected on the memories of the community, the spirit, and the time with my classmates and I were together. Whether it was playing on a soccer field, rehearsing for the spring musical, cramming for AP Calc, or wreaking havoc in the senior lounge, it always entailed young women, mostly in messy buns, wrinkled uniforms, and oftentimes pajamas. These memories remind me of the foundation that NDA helped me build for the future. My hope is to keep this address succinct, quick, because I'm standing between you and many grad parties. But in all sincerity, I stand between you and the next part of your journey. So I hope to plant some seeds of reflection and a little bit of thought. So a little bit, I think did a great job introducing some of my background, but I have to shout out, I'm the third daughter of Nancy Doyle Graham and Daniel Graham. My mom and dad were 19 and 20 when they welcomed my oldest sister, Amy, and Susie came along shortly thereafter. My mom was 23 when I joined the chaotic party of the Grahams. Both of my parents came from the same neighborhood in Dorchester. I think we must have Dorchester peeps representing. They were St. Mark's Parish kids, anybody that's from Dorchester. Our family was full of union workers, firefighters, utility workers, stay-at-home moms. My mom was the catalyst for education in our family. Her passion dates back to when she was admitted to NDA Roxbury. My grandmother didn't quite understand why my mother needed to pay more to go to NDA than the local school. But my mother was undeterred. She found a way to work part-time, pay half her tuition. She found a carpool when school moved to Hingham and ensured that she graduated with her classmates in 1968. My sisters and I all went to Notre Dame as well, 88, 91, and 93 respectively. We are first-generation college kids, the first on either side of our family. Education, the intense work ethic stuck with us, and now all three of us have advanced degrees in our fields of study, education, medicine, and construction. My sister Amy received her PhD from Boston College last year in nursing and continues her clinical work while teaching as a professor at Providence College. Susan holds a master's in education and is a principal at Weston High School after following her vocation to teach history. And I did my undergraduate degree at Tulane University. I think we have a Tulaner in the room today. In civil engineering, where I met my best friend, my now husband of 24 years, Brant. I went on to get an MBA from Simmons University while working full-time, which at the time was the only all-women's MBA program. I began my career 22 years ago in construction. I know, I saw some looks already on that. 2 years later, I joined Turner and I have never looked back. I'm blessed to work with amazing teams and I help guide the future of our company and the future for our people. If there are 3 things, that's all you guys will remember today. 3 things I want you to think about is, 1, you are enough. 2, your foundation is strong. And 3, the world needs you. As an engineer by education, I'm going to start with a few facts of several different studies. Women hold 29% of C-suite roles today, which is double what it was 10 years ago. Women are more ambitious than ever. Your generation shows a record level of interest in leadership roles. Graduates from all women's high schools show stronger academic orientation, greater interest in engineering careers and majors, more self-confidence in public speaking, higher levels of political engagement. Colleges are more likely to witness students from all women's schools feel more empowered to lead and to speak up. Finally, studies show that women are more inclusive, better team builders, more likely to support all people's well-being. It's pretty awesome, right? It's incredible, but we know that there are still challenges. Thankfully, NDA has equipped you to tackle those. I think plenty of your moms, aunts, and mentors can tell you a story of challenge, but I hope what you remember is how they overcame it. One of mine is, in 2004, I welcomed our first child. I think some of you were probably born around that time. We welcomed our first child, Graham. He was born 2 weeks early. He interrupted my work schedule. It was very disconcerting to my clients. At the time, I was one of the highest ranking women in our Boston office. 12 weeks later, I was back at the office without a blip, only to realize another 13 weeks later, our next guy, Brant, was en route. So at 30 years old in 2005, working for a construction company, telling your boss you needed to take another maternity leave, and add in, Brant was actually born with bilateral club feet, which required weekly castings at Children's Hospital, surgery, and years of a brace. I honestly was dreading having this discussion, as if there were few women actually working in construction, never mind people having maternity leaves in 2 in a row. With courage, which stems from what I know as the women that had surrounded me in my life, I tackled it. I was able to take maternity leave, return to work, make every appointment at Children's Hospital, managed to get promoted to general manager by the time I was 32 and vice president by the time I was 33. The first woman in the Boston office ever to hold that position. In summary, number 1, you are enough. And being enough is about realizing where you come from. NDA can feel like a warm blanket. At least it did for me. I had many new friends, yet I had some old friends. Mrs. Adams being one of them. We have known each other since we were in kindergarten, and our parents are still friends today. Our crew of 93 girls in 1993 made sure our years were full of studying, striving, excelling, yet plenty of shenanigans, which I'm sure this class never had that. We learned how to speak up, think freely, share freely, debate, care, cry, love, and learn. We were inspired, we were frustrated. We were angry and happy, often within the same hour. I credit my ability to speak publicly, interview projects with strength and confidence, and manage very large teams to NDA, and the foundational strong support of independent women around me. Specifically, my time on stage, whether it was a cappella choir, my most treasured NDA musicals, I became equipped with the strength and confidence I would need for years to come. It didn't take me long to realize the foundation NDA gave me entering a male-dominated industry. That's number 2. Your foundation is strong. Don't just dream big, be big. NDA has given you an amazing start to your journey. Stand tall, speak up, believe in yourself, and always remember that the women sitting here with you today believe in you. All right, back to the facts. Again, I'm an engineer by degree, guys. As many of you embark on your college years, know that you are among an increasing number of women earning their undergraduate degrees. To be exact, 58% of degrees are bestowed to women. For all my STEM-focused women out there, 50% of science and engineering degrees are held by women, which is an incredible shift from when I was young and from years ago. The challenge, however, is sticking with your field. Studies show that women constitute 35% of STEM workforce and only 16% of engineering roles. What does all this math mean? I think there was a couple of AP tests today, I apologize. Number 3, the world needs you. You may not believe it now, as I didn't when I was in your shoes, but it will quickly become apparent the impact you can have in the world and eventually your field. Whether it's because of biological differences or social norms, most studies say it's both intertwined. Women bring something different to a situation. And you are a woman that have had unique benefit for the last several years with your amazing women classmates. I know that I brought something unique when I charted my course 30 years ago. I went from being the only woman in a room to building teams with all people represented. I've been able to advocate, support, lift up others, so that room looks very different today. Mentoring young people might be one of my favorite things to do, and when it's a young woman, it's perhaps even a little sweeter. They need me, but I need them, and the world needs us. Sister Julie died in 1816, yet she was a woman of the modern era. She was canonized in 1969 for her courage, her fortitude, and her commitment to confronting inequalities of her time through the Ministry of Education. We, the graduates of NDA, are the recipients of her work. We look for peace and justice, and we feel that responsibility to play her mission forward. So as you leave today, remember what you have gained the last several years. 1, you are enough. 2, your foundation is strong. And 3, the world needs you. And as always, remember, how good is the good God? Thank you.